In this lecture, let us understand the node analysis, which is also called as nodal voltage analysis. This is the fundamental technique in network theory that simplifies the process of solving complex electrical circuit. By the end of this video, you will understand how to identify principal nodes and select a reference node, how to write nodal equations step by step, how to solve for node voltage using KCL and matrix method. So what is node analysis? A node analysis is a powerful tool for analyzing electrical circuits, especially when several components are interconnected. Unlike mesh analysis, node analysis reduces the number of unknown variables by focusing on the voltages at various nodes. Now let us consider a circuit as shown in this figure. Let us define V1 as voltage at node 1, V2 as voltage at node 2, and V3 that will be equal to 0 as reference or ground. Always we will measure these node voltages V1 and V2 with respect to this reference node. Now in step 1, let us apply KCL at node 1. Let us write the sum of currents leaving node 1. We can write IA is equal to I1 plus I3. So we can write I1 plus I3 is equal to IA. Here I1 will be equal to V1 by R1. So we can write I1 is equal to V1 by R1, and I3 will be equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R3. So higher potential minus lower potential divided by the resistance. So I3 will be equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R3. In this equation, if we substitute these current values, we will get V1 by R1 plus V1 minus V2 divided by R3 is equal to IA. If we rearrange the above equation, we can write V1 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R3 minus V2 into 1 by R3 is equal to IA. Let us call this as equation number 1. In step 2, let us apply KCL at node 2. Let us write the sum of currents at node 2. So at node 2 we can write I2 plus IB is equal to I3. So we can write I2 plus IB is equal to I3. Here I2 is equal to V2 divided by R2. I2 is equal to V2 divided by R2, and I3 is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R3. So I3 is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R3. Now let us substitute the values of I2 and I3 in above equation. So we can write V2 by R2 plus IB will be equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R3. So if we send this term towards LHS and rearranging the above equation, we'll get minus V1 into 1 by R3 plus V2 into 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 will be equal to minus IB. Let us call this as equation number 2. solving equation 1 and 2, we can find V1 and V2. Once V1 and V2 is found, we can find the branch currents by substituting the values. Now let us move to a more complex example with voltage sources. Let us consider this network that is having two voltage sources VA and VB that are connected with resistors R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. Now for this circuit, let us define the voltages V1 at node 1, V2 at node 2 and V3 that will be equal to 0 at node 3. Now V1 and V2 are calculated with respect to this reference node or ground. Now at node 1, with respect to V1, we can write the equation for each current. For I1, we can write V1 minus VA divided by R1. For I2, we can write V1 divided by R2. And for I3, we can write V1 minus V2 divided by R3. So if we add all this current, that will be equal to 0. So we can write V1 minus VA divided by R1 plus V1 divided by R2 plus V1 minus V2 divided by R3 will be equal to 0. Now, if we rearrange the above equation with respect to V1, V2 and VA, we can write V1 into 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 plus 1 divided by R3 minus V2 into 1 divided by R3 minus VA into 1 divided by R1 will be equal to 0. So we can write above equation as V1 into 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 plus 1 divided by R3 minus V2 into 1 divided by R3 will be equal to VA into 1 divided by R1. Let us call this as equation number 1. Now at node 2, we can write the equations for current I3, I4 and I5. For I3, we can write V2 minus V1 divided by R3. For I4, we can write V2 divided by R4. And for I5, we can write V2 minus VB divided by R5. We can add all these current equations and we can equate it to 0. So we can write V2 minus V1 divided by R3 plus V2 divided by R4 plus V2 minus VB divided by R5 will be equal to 0. Now let us rearrange above equation with respect to V1, V2 and VB. So we can write minus V1 into 1 by R3 plus V2 into 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5 minus VB into 1 by R5 will be equal to 0. Now we can write the above equation as minus V1 into 1 by R3 plus V2 into 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5 will be equal to VB into 1 by R5. So let us call this as equation number 2. Now solving equation 1 and 2 we can find V1 and V2. Once we find the values of V1 and V2, we can easily find the values of branch currents. Now, these equation 1 and 2 can be written in the form of matrix. First, we can write the terms for V1, V2 in both equation 1 and 2. So, in the first row, let us write for V1 of equation 1. So, it will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, and V2 we are having minus 1 by R3. In the second row, we can write V1 of equation 2. So it will be minus 1 by R3, and V2 is 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. That is multiplied with V1 and V2. That will be equal to VA by R1 and VB by R5. So this is the matrix form of nodal equations. Now we can solve this matrix to find the values of V1 and V2, and later we can find the equations for branch currents. Now let us understand the generalized form for node equations. For any network, the node equations can be written directly by inspecting the network. In this example, we have identified different nodes as A, B, C, and D. At node A, we can have voltage VA. At node B, we can have voltage VB. And at node C, we can have voltage VC. And the reference node is VD, that will be equal to 0. Now, at node A, we can write with respect to VA, it will be VA into 1 by Z1 plus 1 by Z2 plus 1 by Z3. So, with respect to VB, we can write 1 by Z3, and with respect to V1, we can write 1 by Z1. So, if we write the summation of all these equations, we can write VA into 1 by Z1 plus 1 by Z2 plus 1 by Z3 minus VB into 1 by Z3 minus V1 into 1 by Z1 will be equal to 0. At node B, we can write with respect to B, we can write VA into 1 by Z3, VB into 1 by Z3 plus 1 by Z4 plus 1 by Z5, and VC into 1 by Z5. So if you take the summation of all these equations, we will write minus VA into 1 by Z3 plus VB into 1 by Z3 plus 1 by Z4 plus 1 by Z5 minus VC into 1 by Z5 will be equal to 0. Similarly, at node C, we can write VB into 1 by Z5, VC into 1 by Z5 plus 1 by Z6 plus 1 by Z7, and V2 into 1 by Z7. So if we take the summation of all these terms, we will get at node C, we can write minus VB into 1 by Z5 plus VC into 1 by Z5 plus 1 by Z6 plus 1 by Z7 minus V2 into 1 by Z7 will be equal to 0. Now we can solve these equations directly, and we can find VA, VB and VC. In turn, we can find the branch equations. We can write the above equation in matrix form as y1 plus y2 plus y3 minus y3, and we don't have VC terms, so we can write 0 in the first equation. In the second equation, we can write minus y3 plus y4 plus y5 minus y5. And in the third equation, we can write, we don't have VA term, so we'll take that as 0. VB is minus y5 and VC is y5 plus y6 plus y7. So this matrix will be multiplied with VA, VB and VC. That will be equal to V1 into Y1 0 and V2 into Y7. So this is how you need to solve node equations for any network. Always remember, you need to write KCL at non-reference node, express current in terms of node voltages, arrange the terms to form matrix equation, and solve for node voltages using the mathematical algebra. Hope you have understood this topic. Thank you.